to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be how to ace your base during this festive season. As this is a festive season and there are so many events and functions back to back, I would like to show you a few tips and tricks so that your base makeup can last the entire night. More than the eye makeup, base makeup is really important so that it doesn't sweat, smear, smudge around during this festive season and doesn't embarrass you. So I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks on how to keep your base just the way you have applied during the application till the end of the day. So if you want to know those tips, please keep on watching.
So firstly, I'm going to prime my face. Now selecting the primer is really important if you want to go for a hydrating primer or if you want to go for a matte primer. I personally would recommend you to go for a matte primer even if you have dry skin. If you feel you would need a lot more hydration, then try to prep your face with skincare stuff to be more hydrating and leave the primer as matte so that it doesn't release a lot of oils throughout the day and doesn't smudge out your foundation. Now if you use an oily primer, your foundation will be smearing a little bit, but if you want, you can try gripping primers as well, like Milk Hydrating Primer. That is a really good one. Now for the foundation, if you want me to recommend you one foundation irrespective of your skin type, I would highly recommend you to check out the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation, but that is a really high-end range. An affordable version of that would be L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour foundation. Now I'm going to apply this with a beauty blender. This is a dampened beauty blender. Try to apply it in steps. First apply a thin layer and then build up the coverage like how you want. Try to keep the coverage of your foundation less so that you can build up the coverage using the concealer, and that way you can get a lot of coverage and your foundation doesn't look cakey as well. Now I would recommend you to set your foundation at this point. Use a setting spray. Here I'm using the Flower Cosmetics Seal the Deal setting spray, but one of the best setting sprays for lasting your foundation for the entire day would be the Urban Decay All Nighter. I'll leave that link in the description box for you guys. Check that out. It's one of the best setting sprays out there if you want your foundation to last for the entire night. For the concealer, I'm using my E.L.F 16-hour Camo concealer. This is one of the full coverage concealers that I own. So the reason that I've applied a less coverage for the foundation is to intensify the coverage using the concealer, and this way your foundation or your face doesn't look a lot cakier, and you can just blend out certain areas where you want more coverage and leave the rest of the area to have a nice skin-like finish. Now for setting my face, I'm going to use my Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder. It's a very finely milled banana powder. I'm going to take a little bit in my palm and press the powder into the sponge so that it's evenly spread, and gently apply it under the eyes, near my smile lines and also my forehead, so that it sets the concealer that I have applied, and also it doesn't create a lot of creases by the end of the day. I would not recommend a brush because that will just dust the powder on top of your skin. I would recommend you to use this sponge technique so that it blends your concealer into your face and sets nicely. A brush kind of leaves the powder on top of your skin, and that will wear off pretty quickly if you are going for a long night event. Now for the bronzer, I'm going to apply my Wet n Wild Coloricon bronzer. This is a very warm toned bronzer. I really like that, and it has a little bit of a glow to it. I wouldn't say it's a shimmer or glitter. It's just a nice highlighting kind of a glow, and during festive season I would really appreciate my cheeks to kind of glow nicely. That will look really good in that festive lightings and stuff with all your jewelry. I just really like my bronzer blush to have a little bit of a glow to it. Now I'm going to set my face again. This might seem crazy, but go ahead and set your powder at this point of time. You want that powders, that flakiness to set and blend nicely into your skin. It will be like super set, and foundation, your products will not smudge or smear around the entire night.
I just finished off doing my eye makeup and this is how it turned out. If you want to know this makeup look, it will be linked in the description box. I've uploaded this on my Instagram, do check it out. I've just applied a little bit of a blush and a little bit of a highlighter. If you have oily skin, you can go ahead and completely skip the highlighter as well. That doesn't really matter because by the end of the day you could get a little bit oily and a little bit shiny, so that can kind of be replaced with your natural oils. So you can completely skip the highlighter or apply just a little bit on the highest points of your cheekbones to enhance the cheek area. If you're going to carry around a small pouch or a small bag, I would highly recommend you to keep a small compact. This is My Glam's Pose HD Banana Powder. I really like this. So this is the affordable version that I could recommend, and the other one that I would recommend, which is of a little bit of a higher price, is the Becca Hydra Skin, or I think this is called Hydro Setting Powder. This is from Becca and this is a travel size one. It's really small, really convenient. You can chuck this in your pouch and touch up the entire day. I would recommend you to go ahead and keep this small little puff in your handbags, just so that you can touch up on the areas that you are sweating a little bit, or if you just want a little bit of a touch up and freshen up, you can always keep this handy. This comes in so many compacts. Don't throw this away, guys. Keep it wherever you're going for outdoor events and stuff. You can always chuck this. Don't go ahead and put your beauty blenders and sponges. ये damp रहने पे ही अच्छा काम करेगा. So I would highly recommend you to put this small little puffs in your pouch. Just take a little bit of a compact, just a little bit. Again, don't overpower your sponge. Just tap on in your palm a little bit and then touch up your T-zone, or wherever you're getting a little bit sweaty, you can touch up just a little bit and you are good. So those were all the tips and tricks that I wanted to share with you guys to ace your base. I hope this video was helpful. If it does, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you want to know this makeup look, it's up on my Instagram. Do check it out. I'll leave its link in the description box. That's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you guys soon in my next video.